Welcome to week 3 of e-learning. I'm currently in the journal page. This week starts a flexible working schedule. So today for Monday, it shows you the activities that you have to work on throughout this week and their different due dates. So below are the activities for the week. You may work at your own pace on required activities and reading. However, each activity has a due date. So the first thing you have to focus on is reading Night, and it's the first chapter. And that's from pages 3 to pages 14. After you've read the first chapter, you're going to look at chapter 1, journal prompts. This is due on Wednesday the 15th of April. In your OneNote class notebook, respond to 3 journal prompts. And this just shows you how to get there. Language Arts OneNote class notebook. You're going to select your name. You're going to select a brand new selection called Night by Elie Wiesel. And then you're going to look at the page chapter 1 journal prompts. You must respond with complete sentences and fully explain your answer. You must develop your response with at least 3 sentences per journal prompt. The third activity is a silent class discussion. Select one journal prompt to share your response with the class as part of the silent class discussion. To do this, you'll have to copy your chosen response and paste it in the collaboration space under section 3, the challenge to make a difference. And that's due on Wednesday the 15th, right? To copy and paste your response, that needs to be there by Wednesday. In order for it to be a discussion, you're going to respond to 2 people's journal prompt responses. And that's why I'm asking you to post those as soon as they're done on Wednesday. That way it gives your peers a chance to respond to you. So you have to respond to 2 different people's responses. Additional directions and resources can be found directly on this page, and that's due on Thursday. And as you move through, you can see that then on Tuesday, it's this flexible schedule. So it's up to you when you get the reading done. It's up to you when you get those journal prompts done. However, they are due on Wednesday. And then the silent discussion is due Thursday. So then scrolling down, we're looking at Wednesday. You have the same information again. However, this now says it's due today. Thursday, you'll see that the journal prompts, they're past due. They were due on Wednesday. The silent discussion, where you had to copy and paste, that was due on Wednesday. And then today, for that Thursday, you are going to respond to your peers. So all your work is going to be done in OneNote. You're going to go ahead to your name. Under your name, you're looking for a new section, and it's called Night by Elie Wiesel. The first page you should see, it says the novel. This is where you're going to go ahead and access the novel. So right here is the PDF. You can open to access the novel. Chapter 1 starts on page 3. There are some additional pages before we get to the first chapter, so you just have to scroll through them to find them. So if you look at this page, you can see that it says page 3. The chapters aren't actually numbered, but this goes all the way through to page 14. Going back to OneNote, I've included a list of terms so that you have some understanding when you're reading that chapter and you come across some of these terms. If you're not familiar with them, you have this resource right here. Next, you're going to go to chapter 1, journal prompts. This is very similar to your work that you did when we read The Giver. For each chapter, respond to 3 journal prompts. You must respond with complete sentences and fully explain your answer. You must develop your response with at least 3 sentences per journal prompt. So you have 5 different prompts to choose from, and you're going to select 3 of them. And you can go ahead and type directly in the text box. When you're done, you're going to choose just one of your responses to share. You'll copy and paste it. You will find the collaboration space. You'll go to Unit 3, the challenge to make a difference. And then you'll go to Night, chapter 1. This looks really similar to how we responded to the quotes about finding light in the darkness in that first week. It's a similar setup, so you'll be used to this. Whichever journal prompt you found, you would go ahead and copy and paste your response into the second column. So if you were doing General Prompt 5, you would copy and paste directly here into this section. You're going to go ahead and put your name, so I know that this is you. And then you're also going to comment on 2 different people as well. So here are the directions. You select one journal prompt to share your response with the class. You type your name under your elected journal prompt. We just discussed that. Copy and paste your response, that would be in the second column, and respond to 2 different people's responses. For your first comment, respond in the comment 1 section next to the interpretation. So right here, comment 1, right next to the response. For example, maybe you really liked what someone wrote for Journal Prompt 3, so you're going to put your first comment right here. Moving along, maybe you notice you would really like to respond to someone who gave their answer to Journal Prompt 4, you would put it in the second column because it would be your second comment. When providing feedback, please begin with your first name. That way it's just really clear who's been responded to who. I do know that when you type on here, we are able to see who typed. We can scroll over your writing and we can see your name will appear. But I'd really like you to go ahead and begin with your name. You can use the Accountable Talk resource to guide you with your responses. That's on a separate page right here. So Accountable Talk, and you have the poster that we used in the class to help you respond. Guidelines for a meaningful discussion are still really important here. You want to make sure that you say something meaningful. So make sure you write something meaningful. Back to Edsby. And if we go back to your class, you'll also see in your pinned items that you have a copy of the novel here as well. So there's more than one place to access it. And you're starting right here on page 3 with chapter 1.